Yes, we are live now. Hello, students, and welcome back to bankexamstoday.com. Today, we are going to do a very important topic, that is cost of capital. We are going to do two marker questions, right, for the RBI Grade B FM exam, right? Very important topic that we are going to do, the cost of capital. Before starting, let me just share this video on my Telegram channel. If you haven't started following me on Telegram, follow me on Telegram. My Telegram channel name is Bank Exams Today. Just follow me there. Let me just share this link, this session on my Telegram channel. We are live now. Okay. Chalo. So let's start the cost of capital MCQs. Today we are going to do the cost of capital MCQs. Very important. The weighted average cost of capital. In 2018, this kind of question was actually, this similar question was asked in the exam. So weighted average, you need to give the weights. See, there is a capital structure in which there is, okay, where it is, sorry, hold on, yeah. Just a second. Okay, so there is debt and there is equity in the capital structure. Debt to equity and debt to equity ratio is 50%. So if debt is 1, equity is 2. If debt is 1, equity is 2. Why it's happening? If debt is 1, equity is 2. Okay, what's happening? Just a second. If debt is 1, equity is 2. So what's happening there? If debt is 1, equity is 2, debt to equity ratio, debt is 1, equity is 2, tax rate is 30%. So we got that debt, we got the equity, okay? We got that debt, we got the equity. So the cost of debt is 12%. 12% is the cost of debt. The cost of equity is 19%, right? But and the weight, that is the cost. Okay, but the weight is 1 and 2. 1 is debt and 2 is equity. See, debt equity ratio is 50%. So debt is 50, equity is 100. Okay. And then got the cost. See, this is the before tax cost. After tax cost is 12. 30% is a tax rate, so you need to multiply 12 with the 0.7. 12 with 0.7. So after tax cost is 12 by 0.7. So 12 multiplied by 7. You can do it in your mind. 8.4. So 19 multiplied by 2, it is 30. 19 multiplied by 2, it is 38. So you got it. It is 4. It is 6. 46.4. The weight is 3. So just 46.4 divided by 3, that is weight. You can easily calculate. You can easily find it out that whatever the correct answer is. Just find out the correct answer. So it is around 15 point something. So 15.47 is the correct answer. Just by giving it a look, you can cancel out the options and you can find the correct answer. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. Why it's coming at here? Just a second, students. Let me just revisit it. Okay. So an analyst gathers the following data. जी क्यों तंग कर रहा है मुझे? This. Okay, an analyst gathers the following data about a company to compute its weighted average cost of capital. Before tax cost of new debt is 10%. Tax rate is 35%. Just a second, students. I don't know what's happening today. Tax rate is 35%. Debt to equity is 0.666. See, one important thing, the debt to equity is given. The debt to equity is given See, if the debt is 0.666, the equity is 1, the debt is 0.666. It's not ratio, it is debt to equity is given. If debt is 0.666, equity is 1. So the ratio we can do is 2, the 2 into 2 over 3, right? So if the debt is 2, equity is 3, we can give the similar weights. Give 2 weight to the debt, 3 to the equity, okay? So let's move forward. Stock price is $30. Next year, dividend $2.5. Estimated growth rate 6.5%. First of all, calculate the cost of equity. To calculate the cost of equity, the dividend divided by the share price. The dividend is $2.5. Share price is 30 plus the growth. Growth is 6.5. Okay. So iska to simply aa gaya 8.33. Okay, plus 6.5, you got 14.8 is the cost of equity. So you got the cost of equity, you got the cost of debt. Okay, so debt ka cost is 10, equity ka cost is 14.8. After tax, so tax is 35%, I guess. Yeah. So after tax cost is 6.5. Iska to obviously equity pe there is nothing like that. And then weight we are given is 2 and 3. So after weight it is 13. And this one is 14 threes. You can directly count it on your fingers. It is 42 and then it's 44 point exactly 9. Okay. So 57.9 we got it, divided by the weight, that is 5. So the correct answer is divided by 5. The correct answer is 11 point something, 11.5 something. Okay. So this one is correct. The A is correct answer. Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. So if you are not able to understand, let me know. Just a second. Spelling, typing. Anyways, this is something new. So asset beta and equity beta. See students, what is beta? It is a tool that is used to measure the risk. It is a tool that is used to measure the risk. So what is the difference between asset beta and the equity beta? As you can read, the unlevered beta or the asset beta is the beta of the company without the impact of debt, and equity beta, it has the impact of debt. So to calculate the asset beta, why asset beta and this unlevered beta is used? See student, there are two companies, company A and B. You want to calculate the beta, equity beta of company A, while you have the beta of company B. Obviously you want to remove the impact of the whatever the loans they have taken, and then you can use that beta in calculation of the equity beta of company A. How to do that? To calculate the asset beta, equity beta of that company which is already available, equity beta divided by 1 plus just a second, what's happening? Equity beta divided by 1 plus 1 minus tax rate multiplied by debt equity ratio for the levered beta or the normal equity beta. Unlevered beta, obviously the unlevered beta multiplied by 1 plus 1 minus tax rate multiplied by total debt equity ratio. Please remember that, very, very important. Okay. So how to remove this? So the third question, a company has an equity beta of 1.2. A company has an equity beta of 1.2. A company has an equity beta of 1.2 and is 70% funded with debt, assuming a tax rate of 30%. The company's asset beta. So just use this formula, the asset beta. How to calculate the asset? You need to calculate the asset beta. Just try to use the same formula. The company has an equity beta. It's very simple. You got the equity beta, that is 1.2. the company has an equity beta of 1.2. You want to calculate the asset beta divided by 1 plus whatever it's given. 70% is funded with debt. That is not debt equity ratio. 70% funded with, if a company is 70% funded with the debt, 100 there is 100% as if 70 is debt, 30 is equity. Out of in the capital structure, 70 is debt, 30 is equity. So the debt equity ratio is not 70%, it is not 0.7, it comes out to be 2.33. okay, so that is debt equity ratio. That is debt equity ratio. Very important point, very important for the exam. 2.33. So 1 plus 2.33 multiplied by 1 minus the tax rate, that is 0.7. So 1.2 over 1 plus 2.33 multiplied by 0.7. So just to multiply it, it will be around 1.63. So it is equal to 1.2 over 2.63. Just divide it, and if you can just give it a look. Just by giving it a look, you can find the estimated answer. Okay, you don't need to go that deep. Just do it in your mind. 120 divided by 26. You can do it that way. If you are going it that way, you will get the correct answer. A is the correct answer, 0.46. That's how I do it. 120 divided by 26. In your mind, that's how you can solve the questions. The average levered and unlevered betas for a group of comparable companies of a private subcontractor auto parts are 1.5 and 1.01. If nothing is mentioned, estimated beta for private subcontractor, you want to calculate the estimated beta. That means you want to calculate the equity beta. And levered and unlevered beta. So you are looking for unlevered beta. You are looking for asset beta 1.01 to calculate the equity beta. To implement this formula, you need the unlevered beta. So give it a look. Remember this. Please remember both of these formulas. The second one, unlevered beta given. So you have to use this. You have to use the unlevered beta. Okay. If there is any doubt, ask your doubt in the super chat. I'm gonna answer your doubts. Okay. Very, very important questions for RBI grade B. I don't know how to disconnect the keyboard today, but anyway, the average levered and average unlevered betas for the group of the comparable companies of private subcontractor of auto parts are 1.5 and 1.1. So we are looking for unlevered beta. Why? Because we are looking for unlevered beta because we need to calculate the equity beta. Okay, so the formula is here. The second one, the levered beta. So unlevered beta is, what is unlevered beta? That is 1.01. You got the unlevered beta. So you want to calculate the equity beta. To calculate the equity beta, you got the unlevered beta, that is 1.01. 1 plus, again very, very simple, 1 minus tax rate, that is 0.6. 1 minus tax rate is 0.6. And the second one is the debt equity ratio. The debt equity ratio is 1.3. So 13 multiplied by 6, you can easily do that. Okay, 30 multiplied by 6. Not a difficult task. 1.01 multiplied by 1 plus 0.78, it is 1.78. So you got that exact, not exact, but near about answer is in your mind. So 1.798, that is a near about answer that will be in your mind. You can solve it even without using a calculator. All these questions, these are very important for RBI. These are 2-marker questions. All these questions are 2-marker questions. Okay. An analyst collected the following data. Again, very important, the CAPM method. The CAPM method, the cost of retained earning, we need to calculate using the CAPM method. If you recall that, if you are already using it, the simple method is it is given the risk-free return, plus beta market return minus risk-free return. This is the simple formula to calculate the cost of retained earning or equity using CAPM method. If the country risk is there, you need to add the country risk right there. Okay, if the country risk is given. So unnecessary data is given, just you need to pick the necessary data. Okay, you need the necessary data. The first one, the risk-free return is 5.25. Avoid the unnecessary data. beta is 0.75. The market, the expected market rate of return, it is 15%. Okay, 15. So risk-free return is 5.25. So what you can notice, one thing. We used 1, 2, 3 data. This one. So rest of the data is not required. Rest of the data is actually not required at all. 1, 2, 3 data were required. We used it. Rest of the things we are not using. This one, we are using nothing else. We are using really nothing else. Okay. So 5.25 plus 0.75 of 15, you can just deduct it. It's around 9.75 ka 75%. It is around 7.3. So it is 7 and 5. You can, combine it. It is around 12.6, 12.35 or 12.6. Okay. So 12.6 is the correct answer. We got the correct answer. Very, very simple. In the CAPM method, that is the CAPM method. That's how you use the CAPM method. Okay. Again, this is the dividend discount method. The different method in the dividend discount method, what we do is dividend divided by equity plus growth. This is a simple method to find the cost using the dividend distribution method. Just find out the D, that is a dividend. That is our D, dividend 1.5. The E is price of equity, that is E. The growth, we need to calculate the growth. How would you calculate the growth? The expected dividend payout ratio at 0.8. So the growth is 20% or 0.2. 20% is retained. 20% is retained. And the expected rate on equity on that 20% is 17%. So 0.2 multiplied by 17, that is 3.4. That is growth. That is a growth. Are you getting it? That is growth. Whatever the money we retained, we made 100 rupee and we distributed 80 rupees to our shareholders, right? And 20% that we retained, we are investing that money back into the business, and on that money we are making return, right? 17% is the expected return, so we are making 3.4% on the retained earning. Okay, so D over E, dividend 1.5 over E plus 3.4. So इसको 100 से multiplied भी कर देना. Okay. So the return that we calculate, it is इसका हो जाएगा 8.82 plus 3.4. So in your hand you can easily calculate it. It's not that difficult, I would say. So it's like 12.2%. Not that difficult question. Very, very easy question, right? So the next question, a company wants to determine the cost of equity using the calculator in weighted average cost of capital. So using the CAPM, again the CAPM method you need to use. Again, remember this formula. What do you need? Risk-free return, the beta and market rate. So we got the risk-free return plus beta, market rate of return minus risk-free return. Okay. So risk-free return is a treasury bond. Okay, it is not treasury bill, it is treasury bond. Is a risk-free return, we got it. The beta, the company's beta, we got it. This is risk-free return. The market risk premium, now this is important. Market risk, market rate of return minus the risk-free rate of return. What is this? This is the premium. This is the premium that should be charged for taking the risk. It is directly, M minus R is directly given. It is directly given as 4%. So you got the clear answers, not very difficult. You got your clear answer. No need to go that in depth. So it is directly risk-free return is 2.4 plus 1.2 is the beta. Market, premium is 4%. So 2.4 plus 4.8 is equal to 7.2%. 7.2% without using any calculators, you can solve these questions. Very, very important. So RBI Grade B 2020 course I'm doing on bankexamstudy.com. We are providing a video class for both phases. Notes are there, test series is there. Notes are available in the downloadable format. We got 14 selection in RBI Grade B 2018. So install Bank Exam Study mobile app. All the links are available in the description. Link to join. The link to join is available in the description. So my name is Ramandeep Singh. From last 8 years, I'm teaching on bankexamstudy.com. Till now, I have trained 30,000 plus students. I have 2 lakh plus YouTube subscribers, and I get 50,000 page views on my blog. And you can just WhatsApp me. My number is given. This is the list of students who cracked the exam: RBI Grade B, SEBI Grade A, RRB Skill 2, Bank of Baroda, NABARD. All the students use our study material and they crack their respective exams. So start your preparations with video classes followed by notes, and then the live quizzes are there, then followed by the test series. So that's all for today. Thank you. My email address and blog and the even WhatsApp number is given. So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very, very nice day. Bye-bye.